For the cheapest and fastest Madden coins on the market, check out my sponsor dvdj.com and use code SWIFT at checkout for 10% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. And in today's video, I'm giving you a few coin tips and kind of just talking about the market like I do once a week on the channel. Now this video should be pretty informative, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. I would recommend that you also take a look at my most feared promo video that I dropped yesterday. It's pretty helpful as well, so maybe you watch that one first and then watch this one, because both of them are a little bit related. So feel free to check that out if you haven't as well. Of course, everyone drop a like on the video. If we can hit 150 likes, I will post this market talk again next week. This is a series that I think you guys like, but let me know in the comment section if you want to see it continued. As well, if you are new around here, feel free to hit that red subscribe button. We just hit 10K subs a couple days ago. Probably one of the best days of my year for sure. So that was an absolutely awesome day. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. And if you want to join the TSF family, it's one click away. Hit the red subscribe button. So the first thing that I'm going to do in this video is actually I'm going to go over just kind of how the market's changed for some of the positions or the overall groups. And then what I'm going to talk about is actually a little coin tip that you can do to make some coins. So stick to the end of the video if you guys want to see that. So firstly, 80 to 81 overalls. I'm going to filter by correlates just because these mud heroes kind of fill up a bit of the market when we kind of want to just look at the correlates, because the correlates I feel are a bit of a better indicator of how the market is doing. So let's take a look at these 80s, you guys. These 80s are sitting at a price of literally just 8,000 coins. The market is pretty low right now, and it's honestly been dropping for the last few days. So if you want 80 overall cards, let's say you don't have a great team, let's say you're like a 79, an 80 overall team, feel free to pick up these 80 overall cards or the 81 overall cards, as they're sitting at a price of 9,000 coins and below. But I assume if you filter that down, you can get them for even cheaper. So these cards, they've really gone down, and it kind of tells, like the 80 to 81s, I feel, kind of tell the story for the rest of the market. If they're up, the rest of the market's up. If they're down, the rest of the market's down. And that's because the exchange sets of these lower overall cards can kind of just determine the value for the rest of the market. So 80 to 81s are down. If you want to pick them up, feel free to do so, but it's kind of just a good tell to see how the market is doing. So 82 to 83 overall cards, 82s are now going for a price of 13.8. I assume you can get them for 13,000 coins, so that's actually pretty cheap, you guys. And 83s look like they currently are going for a price of, if any of them will pop up, around, I would say 18K. You can probably grab them for 18,000 coins. So currently, there are actually some pretty good cards within this bunch of cards. Like this, I mean, there's a bunch of good cards in here. If you want to pick up Demario Davis, a solid cover outside linebacker. Desmond Trufant's a pretty solid card. DeMarcus Lawrence is a good card. AJ Boye, I'm not really too sure how good his stats are. I know Cameron Jordan has a solid card. Adrian Amos, another good player. George Kittle. There's just a bunch of good cards in here that, like, let's say you don't have a good team, because not all of us have God squads, and I know that. I would say probably the majority of my viewers are within the range of like an 80 to an 84 overall team. So these players can contribute on your team. They can be really good players. Amari Cooper is another good example. So 82 to 83s, just like 80 to 81s, are pretty cheap right now. So if you want to pick them up for your squad, feel free to do so. It's kind of the same story with the 84s. 84s are going for like 20K. As you can see, this Drew is actually pretty cheap right now. You could probably pick them up and resell them for like 24,000, which I might do. I'm actually not going to do it just because I'm recording, but if I wasn't, I would probably pick that snipe up. But 84s currently going for more like a price of 25,000 coins, I would say. And like I said in the previous couple segments that we looked at, these cards are also pretty cheap, so you can pick them up. Good players in here. I actually used to have Andrew Whitworth on my team for the longest time. Jamal Adams is a good card. Andrew Luck is another good card. There's a bunch of beasts in here, you guys, and if you don't have a great team, these are players you should be considering for sure. Like, it's not worth it, honestly, to go for these high overall cards if you don't have a great squad. So you should definitely be considering these cards. Let's take a look at the price of 85s, as it looks like they're going for like 30K. I could be wrong. I think they should be going for like 30K. Maybe like the legend cards are a bit cheaper, but I'm actually going to take out the correlate filter just because as we go up in overall, it's kind of exciting to see some of the other types of cards like MUT Superstars and legends and stuff like that. So let's move up now to the positions or the overalls that people They lick their chops about. People want these cards on their teams badly. Maybe not the 86 to 87s, but I'll take a look at them first just so we continue to go up in line. And there's actually a bunch of different promos out right now, or promo cards out right now, which I think is really good. Spices up the auction house a little. So as you can see, 86s look to be going for a price of 50,000 coins-ish, which is actually not too expensive. This Kerryon Johnson is a good card. And yeah, I mean, they're good cards. 86 overall, Derrick Henry. I think he's going to get an upgrade soon, but he's a good card. Let's take a look at the 87s now. As if you guys also want, feel free to comment down below some like talking points for me in this video, because I'm kind of just going through the market without much direction. So if you guys want any like specific points that I should bring up, like if you want me to maybe go over how the flashbacks are looking or how team of the week prices are, feel free to leave it in the comments, because I mean, I'm always looking for more direction on the videos. But 87s, going for 60k. I would assume you can get that for cheaper, just like all the other position groups. If you filter, or overall groups, sorry. If you filter it down, you can always get cards for cheaper. But yeah, 87s, I mean, 87s, I currently, like, 87s are kind of bridge cards, in my personal opinion. If you don't have a good team, maybe you're picking up like 84, 85s. But 87s are kind of like a bridge. I feel like not too many people use 87 overall cards. I could be totally wrong, and you guys could absolutely flame me in the comment sections, but it's kind of like a bridge between like a God Squad and like a not so good team. And I feel like maybe 87s are more of like the no money spent type of people who use these cards, which, I mean, these are good cards, don't get me wrong. This Jason McCourty, he's a budget beast. This Jason McCourty is a budget beast. These cards are really good, so if you are picking them up, don't take any offense to what I just said right there. But yeah, Andrew Luck, another really good 87 overall card. A lot of the 87s, though, are kind of cards that will go in sets. This Darren Waller is actually a very intriguing card as well, with 86 speed at the tight end position. But I'm getting a bit off topic here, you guys. So yeah, 87s, Darnell Dockett, I actually have him on my squad, so I shouldn't even be talking. And I had Lane Johnson on my squad as well, so what am I even saying about 87s being bad? If you have 87s on your team, I mean, you have a baller squad if you have some 87s, because I mean, that's a pretty good team. Now let's just move up to the 88 to 89s before I get too ahead of myself. And that's where there's a pretty big price jump, in my opinion. As you go up in the overalls and the other ones, you may be going up by like 10,000 each time you go up an overall point. But now these cards are going for 90k. So this is where there's like a big jump in price. And that's kind of what I was trying to get at when I was saying that they're like bridge cards, because maybe you don't have a ton of coins to get these 88s or 89s or 90s. But you can afford the 87, so it's kind of like a bridge card before you get the guy that you really, really want. But these 88s, these are some good cards in here. Marshall Yonda, Tyron Smith, pretty good cards. I'm personally not a fan of these, the 88 overall flashbacks. I mean, Jason Verrett, he's actually really good, but like Malcolm Jenkins, Kenny Stills, not a huge fan of the cards. Quentin Nelson's actually a pretty intriguing card as well. I might have to pick him up and power him up, just because he's due for an upgrade, potentially even in the Most Feared promo. I would not be surprised if he got a Most Feared card, but we'll get into the Most Feared a little bit later in the video. I'm kind of just breezing through these 89s, just scrolling through the auction house. Dalvin Cook, a really good 89. He's 125k, but that's actually a really good card. Let's move up to the 90 to 91s, and if you have a God Squad, in my opinion, 90 to 91 should be your range of cards that you want to pick up, maybe like 89s and 88s. As you can see, that's more what my team is. I'm at 88 right now. I could probably get to an 89 quickly if I just grabbed a better fullback and stuff like that, but in my opinion, these 90 to 91s are the best value cards for someone who has a really good team. Like, these cards are 160k, and for a 90 overall card, most of the 90s, like good 90 overall cards, for example, Willie Brown, Reggie White, you can grab them at under 200k. Now, currently, I'm recording this at 2 a.m. at night, so I mean, the market's a bit, it's gonna be a bit more pricey at this time of night, but if you guys aren't night owls like me and you're more sane human beings who aren't playing this game at 2 a.m., you're gonna be finding these cards for much cheaper. In my personal opinion, Steve Young, best quarterback in the game, or best value quarterback in the game. So yeah, 90 overalls and 91 overalls, people you should be picking up. If you have a God Squad, like if we go up here and we take a peek at 92 to 93, they're just too expensive. Like, these cards are 500k. This Andrew Luck card is good, but he's not 300,000 coins better than Steve Young. Like, I can compare him to Steve Young right now, and he is not 300,000 coins better than Steve Young. The stats are almost identical. He's got a bit better deep accuracy and short accuracy, but the stats are so close to identical, it's not worth it. And yeah, Andrew Luck and like these 93s, they're just a bit too pricey for me. Maybe if you have an amazing team, okay, you grab them, but the 90 to 91s are the striking range for me if you have a God Squad, and then I kind of like the more like 84 to 85 overall cards, I would say, maybe 86s. If you have like a no money spent team that's not amazing and you maybe don't grind the game super hard. But now let's talk about a nice little coin tip that I have for you guys. So the first thing that I want to do is just look at how expensive this Jalen Ramsey power-up become and the Saquon Barkley power-up became, sorry. I don't even know how to speak English, but the Jalen Ramsey right here, His power-up card, you guys. Let's see it. I believe he's going for like 100 and something thousand coins. Yeah, he's going for 117,000 coins, and that's because he got an NAT card that you could get for free. Saquon Barkley, the exact same idea. And now we know that there is a new most feared promo coming out, and if you can predict which cards are going to be coming out, you could be making huge coins. So I'm going to go over 3 players who I could definitely see getting a new card, and who you could maybe grab their power up now, right? Because some of these cards you can't grab their power up. Ray Lewis, he can't grab his power up yet, but some cards, like the ones that I'm going to be showing you, you can. So first one is Tyreek Hill, you guys. Tyreek Hill. Now I actually don't know exactly how much all these power up cards are going for. This is going to be 39k, so this is a bit more on the pricey side. This would be maybe if you have a bit of, like quite a few coins, you want to grab this power up card. I could definitely see him getting a most feared card just because of his crazy speed, and they love to give people who are like really high in one attribute, they love to give them a most feared card. So Tyreek Hill, someone you could invest in. Maybe you have to have a bit more coin before you invest in him. Now let's look at another guy that I actually talked about in yesterday's video, and that is going to be Anthony Barr, you guys. I would be shocked if he doesn't get a card. As you can see, his power up's only going for 10k, so I'm actually probably going to invest a bit in him. They love to give Anthony Barr most feared cards, and Anthony Barr, currently, there's not too many good cover outside linebackers in the game. Anthony Barr is one of the very few who you can use in Ultimate Team as an outside linebacker, which makes him very, very wanted. People will want to pick him up as their NAT. This would be a very good investment. I know I'll be investing in him, and you can as well. Investing, we basically mean we're banking on them getting a new card. We're banking on people wanting the power up because you're getting him for free as an NAT through solos or whatever they're going to put into the game. So you're going to want to grab his power up just to power him up in case he grabs a new card, because you're getting him for free anyways. So another guy that I want to talk about is actually going to be Patrick Mahomes. And now Patrick Mahomes actually does already have a good card, and I know that, but the amount that people love Patrick Mahomes in Madden, in like the NFL community, is too great. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a new card. I really wouldn't. He's definitely one of the most feared players to go against, considering he can basically throw the ball anywhere on the football field from any platform. I just wouldn't be surprised if he gets a card. I know you're gonna say, oh, he already got one recently, but honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if he gets a card. So yeah, that's gonna be a couple players who I think could be getting a power up. And now the last guy who I actually think could be getting a power up is going to be Ezekiel Elliott, you guys. Ezekiel Elliott, I don't think he's gotten an upgrade yet at all this year. His power up card is only 13,000. Only 13,000, he only has an 86. I would be shocked if Ezekiel Elliott does not get an upgrade in this promo. And the fact that his power up is only going for 13k, I think you could snag a lot of these. I know a lot of people actually already have snagged a lot of these, so a lot of people have them in their binder. But as you can see, people are buying this card and investing in it. So I'd recommend you guys maybe get on this. And another thing that's actually going to happen if you guys are watching this video is a lot of people are going to be buying, and that's going to drive the price up anyway. So if you can get in quickly, and I mean if you have the noties on for my videos, you'll be able to get in quicker. But if you guys get in quickly and buy these power-up cards, you can even benefit just from people having hype about these people potentially getting cards, and you could just sell it off right away. Even if you wanted to make quick coins, let's say you buy them for 14k, you might go up to 25k tomorrow. If you don't want to wait and you don't want to take the risk, sell them right away. So yeah, that is going to be the video. I've been rambling for about 13 minutes about the market. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. It was a bit disorganized, I would say, for my liking. Usually I like to be a bit more organized in the videos, but yeah, that's going to be it for the video, you guys. Feel free to let me know who you think could be getting a most feared card down below. As well, let me know in the comment section who you will be investing in, if you are investing in anyone. And yeah, also give me some suggestions what you want me to talk about in future videos, but that's a lot of stuff to comment, so maybe just do a few of those things. And yeah, until next time, you guys, I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.